Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, Chrisnatha Derosier, and I'm excited to be here with another segment and just to be able to hang out with you. So come on into the room. I'll give you guys a moment to join. As always, say hello in the chat and let me know you're tuning in from. We do have viewers from all over the world, so I'm always excited for you all to just engage and for me to see where exactly in the world we have you tuning in from today. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So hello, hello, hello. Welcome. If it's your first time, welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. And if you are someone who always comes in the room and joins us, then welcome back. Welcome back. So today is no different from any other segment. We have an awesome topic that I'm really going to invite us to think deeper, to push harder, and to really stretch ourselves a bit. And so today's topic, as you've already seen there in the description, it is reaching new heights. Reaching new heights. I'm excited about this topic, something that I'm passionate about, and I hope that after today's segment, you will be as well. And so I am a certified life coach, author, and speaker. I absolutely love assisting people in their personal life and professional life as well. So I specialize in transformational coaching, goal setting. If you're an aspiring author, if you are a speaker, I love it all, right? And if you're a creative as well. And so we're going to just jump into today's topic. And once again, today's topic is reaching new heights. Reaching new heights. And I thought it was just so important to talk about what that looks like for each of us. Um, Tips on how we can do that, right? How can we can start to evolve and elevate in our thinking, in our mindset, in our goal setting, in our action steps, right? How can we start to evolve and to really position ourselves to reach new heights? It's so imperative because I just believe that God is calling us higher, that God is truly calling us higher. That is my motto for this season: enlarge my territory, right? And so, how can we reach new heights? How can we go higher? What needs to take place? What are some things, what are some tools that can help us do so? So let's talk about that. We're going to be talking about 7 tips to help us soar to new heights. All right. The first one is make it count. So for all my note takers, number one is make it count. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked. Make every moment count. Recognize that if you are spending time doing something, right? You may as well be learning as much as you can along the way. So make every moment count. Stay fully connected to the task at hand. What is that task for you? Is it writing your book? Is it starting your business? Is it growing your business? What is it? Is it building your following? Is it building your email list? Is it wanting to be more visible, right, in the marketplace? Whatever it is it positioning yourself for a promotion, right? Whatever that looks like, spend as much time learning along the way. So stay committed to the task. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself, what is the task at hand for me, right? And how can I make every moment count? All right. I want you to also, in making every moment count, to direct your energy towards living in the moment. I know a lot of times I've been guilty of this as well. While I'm in something, I'm also thinking about what happens. What's the next 2, 3 steps, right? I need to be ahead of that, right? And nothing is wrong with that. That's being proactive. However, you want to make sure you're present as well, and that you're living in each moment and you're working up to your full potential. You don't just want to, it's not enough to be someone who has potential. You want to be living up to your potential, okay? That is a key. That's a gem. Go ahead and grab it. That's a nugget. Number two is excel. Think about average versus excellence, right? Average versus excellence. Which one would you rather operate in? I'm sure all of you would say excellence, right? So reflect on the difference between performing at a mediocre level as opposed to doing an outstanding job. And always strive to do an outstanding job, not necessarily a perfect job, but an outstanding one. Okay. So, which way of working makes you more confident about your performance? I'm sure that you would say excellence. So, let's strive for excellence in everything that we do. Okay, number three is to begin with the end in mind. I absolutely love this. This is something that I encourage all of my coaching clients to do. Ask yourself, if I try as hard as I can, what might happen in this situation? If I really give this goal everything I got, I give it the attention it needs, the time, the effort, the resources, the focus that it needs, right? What could actually happen? What if I am as successful as I dream I could be, or even beyond that, right? What could happen if I really gave this everything I could? And with that thought, you move forward, giving it everything that you can. Okay. So it's just really important that at the beginning, with each project or goal, you want to have the end in mind at the beginning. If I want to get to a certain resolution, a certain place, and I'm here, but I want to get here, what are the steps necessary to get here? And follow those steps, follow that path. You may need a coach, you may need a mentor, you may need a guide. That's okay. You may need to read another book or two. You may need to take a course. You just may need more education, more knowledge, more understanding. You may need to just really get into personal development so your mind can be stretched, so you now have the capacity to think differently. So I hope that's making sense for you. I hope that whatever is being shared so far is really starting to get your wheels spinning, right? And you're starting to think differently, because that is the goal of the Masterpiece Lounge, is to help us see another perspective and challenge ourselves to be better than before. So begin with the end in mind, all right? And then you design a specific step-by-step plan in order to achieve it. Number four, be positive. Be positive. I know we hear this all the time, to be positive, and it can sound like a cliche, but it is important to be positive. Why is being positive important? Positive thoughts will make you feel more content and increase your chance of success. So let me say this. In life, we don't get simply what we want, we get what we believe. And so if you tell yourself enough that you cannot do something, you will begin to believe it. And then it will be true that you cannot get what you want. Why? Because that's what you now believe. That is now a belief system for you. We can't go past our belief system. You may desire all of these incredible things, but the level of your belief is as far as you will go and as much as you will obtain. Okay. So if you have a low vibrational belief system, right? If you have a low vibrational belief system, um, it's time to go higher. It's time to audit that belief system, challenge that belief system, change that belief system. What do you believe? That's what you'll get. All right. So be positive. It's important. Take a moment to consider this. Is it possible to work toward your potential if your thoughts are riddled with negativity? Is it possible to work toward who you can become if all of your thoughts about yourself are negative. That's going to be really challenging to do. So choose positive thinking to achieve your highest heights, because we're talking today about reaching new heights, higher heights, right? Soaring, right? And so I'm encouraging you all to step into B.E.E. What is B.E.E? I'm glad you asked. B.E.E is big eagle energy. We are stepping into our big eagle energy. Okay, so we are looking to soar. We're looking to reach new heights. We can't do that with low vibrational thoughts, right? We can't do that with thinking small, being negative, or being around people who complain all day. We just can't do it. We can't do it. And so you be positive. Yes, I know some of you will say, well, I'm a realist. Okay, fine. But that doesn't leave room always for your imagination, having hope. Because some of us are hopeless if we're honest. We walk around so negative, like that can't work. That's a scam. There's no way that that's real. It's too good to be true. Oh my goodness. You are a joy stealer, a joy thief. And I'm sorry, bad things have happened to you, but you have to reconcile that with yourself and you have to unlearn some things. Why? Because that energy is not going to help you get to where you're wanting to go. So, yes, you can be honest. Yes, you can keep it real, so to speak, without being negative. Because once you lose your hope, without hope, your faith is unemployed. So, without any hope, your faith doesn't have a job, right? And so, it is important to still have hope. That's important. Number five is to be optimistic. Be optimistic when approaching a task. Um, if you ever think, I hate doing these monthly reports, right? Because they take forever in a day. That's absolutely true. I don't like reports either. But then the report will probably indeed take a long time to complete. So there are some tasks we love doing, and there's some tasks we just don't like doing, right? Myself included. However, take a deep breath, gather yourself, and get it done. Get your hands dirty, get in the game, do what you need to do, or if possible, delegate, right? But it needs to get done. Be optimistic. When you have a pessimistic attitude, you often will live up to it or down to it, right? Instead, be optimistic, put forth your very best efforts always. Then perhaps that task will not be so horribly bad after all. And perhaps it will help you if you set realistic limits on your performance. If a task usually takes you up to 4 hours to complete, for example, don't try to finish it in two, because you know that your capacity, it takes a little longer to do. So this will help you focus on your efforts and get the job done. Give yourself enough time to do what you need to do, right? But let's start to change and expand and stretch the way that we think. Number six is bite-sized pieces. What does that mean? So set similar objectives toward accomplishing larger goals. So if you have a huge goal, set smaller goals to accomplish the larger goal. So those can be considered bite-sized pieces. So avoid getting overwhelmed by creating short-term objectives. For example, if you want to earn a college degree, but it seems overwhelming, just start by taking one class at a time. A lot of times when you're looking at a big goal, it can be overwhelming when you're thinking about the goal. Oh my goodness, right? For instance, I have clients who, let's say, want to write a book. And the idea of writing a book is pretty huge, right? It's a big deal. And so they're overwhelmed by the idea. And so I have to come in and remind them the best way to get to this large goal, right, is to take bite-sized pieces. How do you do that? Let's write one chapter. Let's start with one chapter. Let's just one chapter. That's it, right? Now let's write a second one. Let's outline your overall message and let's make each bullet point a chapter, right? And just focus on one chapter at a time. Don't try to write 3 in 2 days, right? Like just one at a time. And before you know it, we piece everything together and we have our book, right? And so take bite-sized pieces. That's going to help you be more confident because now you feel better about reaching your larger goal, right? And we are soaring higher at the same time, okay? So think about the process. Um, and also set small, manageable, measurable objectives and goals to get you to the larger goal. Number 7, finally, is celebrate your success. Listen, you better celebrate yourself. Have a good old time. Tell yourself you were proud of yourself. Go in and treat yourself to some ice cream. I don't care what you do, but you celebrate your success. Okay. This is something that most of us do not do enough of. When you acknowledge your efforts, you will be inspired to achieve at high levels. So, the more you accomplish, the more success you will experience. It is completely okay for others to celebrate us and tell us how great we're doing, but it's important that we are offering that same grace and love and attention to ourselves. So make the most of your life by working toward your fullest potential. When you use a few of these techniques and steps that we shared earlier, you'll find yourself on top of the world. Why? Because your potential is endless. All right. So those are just 7 strategies and steps that you can use in reaching your new heights and soaring higher. Why? Because we are stepping into our big eagle energy. We are soaring all the rest of 2022 and into 2023. Okay, so let's focus on reaching higher heights. Let's focus on soaring higher. Let's focus on just really living in our big eagle energy, right? And really making things happen. Don't focus on what didn't work. There's still time to finish strong. You can do this. All right. So create the environment that you need to make it happen. You still have a few weeks for that to take place. And let me know how it's going. I always want to know. I'm excited about your success. So share with me what you're working on and the steps you're taking to get there. Now, I have an invitation for you. Um, for all of those who have not signed up as of yet, I'm having a virtual conference this Saturday, November 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and I want to see you there. We're going to have an incredible time. We do it every year, and this year is no different. We are virtual this year, so you can attend from anywhere in the world. So be sure to grab your ticket. We have a few left at bit.ly/masterpiece 2022 event. bit.ly/masterpiece 2022 event. So make sure you're there. Go grab your ticket and I'll see you this weekend. All right, guys, I am Chrisnatha Derosier, certified life coach, author, and speaker, signing off until next time. And until then, be well. Take care, everyone.